Hello and welcome to the football world. You're watching the Football Current, powered by pure football energy. What you're about to hear is the kind of story football rarely delivers. An unexpected collapse wrapped inside a record-breaking transfer, a fan base losing its breath, and a young star suddenly standing at the edge of doubt. Because when a club spends €125 million on Florian Wirtz, they aren't just buying a midfielder. They're buying a promise, a future, a guarantee that magic will arrive on command. Yet here we are, only months into the Premier League season, and that promise feels like it's slipping through Liverpool's fingers. 5 defeats in 6 league matches, 4 losses in a row. And Florian Wirtz, the man meant to be the heartbeat of a new era, has produced 0 goals, 0 assists, and numbers so uncharacteristically poor that analysts across Europe are asking the same brutal question. Is he failing Liverpool? Or is Liverpool failing him? Because something here doesn't add up. This isn't the version of Wirtz football fans watched in Germany. This isn't the fearless creator who tore open Bundesliga defenses like paper. This isn't the €125 million conductor who could change the rhythm of a match with a single touch. No, this is a player caught in a storm he never saw coming. And tonight, we're going to break that storm open. We're going to explore the pressure, the psychology, the tactics, the context, and the chaos surrounding Liverpool's collapse. And most importantly, we're going to find out whether Florian Wirtz is truly the problem, or just the most visible symptom of something much bigger. To understand how we reached this moment, we have to go back to where it started. The summer of 2025. Liverpool had just lifted the Premier League title. Arne Slot had inherited a squad full of energy, chemistry, and belief. But inside Melwood, there was a growing fear that the team was missing one final piece, a world-class creator. And that someone, in their eyes, was Florian Wirtz. The crown jewel of Bayer Leverkusen, the brightest young creator in Europe, the complete modern number 10. If you watched him in Germany, he played like he had the cheat codes. Vision that cut through defensive lines. Bravery in tight pockets. Creativity that didn't just break structure, it rewrote it. At Leverkusen, he wasn't just producing goals and assists. He was shaping games. Dictating tempo. Leading pressing sequences. Driving through midfielders as if gravity bent around him. In 2024-25, he created more open play chances per 90 than anyone in his team. He led the Bundesliga in dribbles attempted and successful take-ons. He produced 31 goal contributions in 45 games. And the year before, he produced 38. These are not normal numbers. These are superstar numbers. Numbers that justify the kind of transfer fee that breaks club records, headline banners, and expectation ceilings. Liverpool believed they weren't just signing a player, they were signing an identity, a future cornerstone, a new orchestral leader for a new era. But when he arrived on Merseyside, the script flipped. Completely. From a distance, it looks like one player falling apart. A 68% pass completion rate. A 40% successful take-on percentage. Some of the lowest expected goal and shot numbers among Premier League midfielders. 0 end product in 11 league games. And Liverpool sinking to 8th place, below Manchester United, below expectations, below what a defending champion should ever accept. But the deeper you look, the more the truth begins to change shape. Because Florian Wirtz didn't suddenly forget how to play football. He didn't lose his talent on the flight from Germany. He didn't walk into Anfield and become a different player. What he walked into was a different world. The Premier League is not the Bundesliga. The speed is sharper. The pressing is harsher. The contacts are heavier. The margins are tighter. In Germany, Wirtz operated with rhythm, timing, and confidence. In England, he's being dragged into an environment where the half-second he used to rely on simply doesn't exist. And while adaptation is a natural part of every big transfer, his challenge is amplified by something even more significant. Liverpool themselves are in transition. Under Arne Slot, roles have shifted. Responsibilities have changed. The structure isn't as stable as it was at Leverkusen. In Germany, Wirtz lived between the lines, his paradise zone. In England, he often receives the ball outside that zone, deeper, wider, or under pressure before he can turn. He's being asked to press more aggressively, rotate more frequently, and adapt to constant tactical tweaks. Even world-class creators can't perform magic when they're never allowed to step onto the stage. And then there's the finishing problem. Liverpool's entire attack has collapsed. Alexander Isak, one of the league's deadliest forwards last season, can't convert simple chances. Luis Diaz has dipped. Diogo Jota, once clinical, now fluctuates between sparks and silence. So even when Wirtz does create openings, the end product evaporates. But the numbers reveal something even more interesting. His passing volume is still elite. His attempted passes remain in the 90th percentile. His touches are consistent with a primary creator. What's failing him isn't ability, it's efficiency inside a structure that hasn't settled. And while critics mock that his only Champions League assists came against a Bundesliga opponent, the irony only reinforces the truth. When the pace matches his familiarity, when the patterns align with what he knows, he thrives. It's not about talent, it's about adaptation. But all of this statistical noise hides something deeper, something harder to quantify, something emotional. Because Wirtz isn't just playing football. He's carrying a weight number 22-year-old should have to carry. At his age, he's the most expensive Premier League signing in history. Every touch is analyzed. Every mistake trends. Every misplaced pass becomes a headline. Imagine stepping into a club like Liverpool, one of the world's most demanding fan bases, and watching your team collapse around you while every camera blames you first. Pressure doesn't motivate everyone equally. Sometimes it suffocates. And when confidence slips, football becomes a different sport entirely. Inside Anfield, frustration is building. Outside, the media circle is tightening. Supporters are torn. Half still believe in Wirtz. Half already fear the transfer might go down as one of the most expensive mistakes in club history. And for Liverpool, time is ticking. Chemistry is fragile. Momentum is evaporating. And that sense of identity that once defined them feels like it's fading. Yet football has a funny way of shifting when you least expect it. Crises create clarity, and clarity reveals solutions. The first solution is simple. Liverpool must build the system around Florian Wirtz, not next to him. He isn't a role player. He isn't a complementary midfielder. He is the kind of creator you design patterns around. At Leverkusen, the attack flowed through his feet. At Liverpool, it flows everywhere and nowhere. Give him the ball in his zones, between the lines, facing goal, attacking pockets, and suddenly the version everyone remembers begins to resurface. The second solution: restore chemistry. Liverpool's front line has become a puzzle with too many constantly changing pieces. If Wirtz doesn't know the runs Isak prefers, or when Salah wants the early ball, or how Gakpo attacks space, his creativity becomes guesswork. Consistent lineups build relationships. Relationships build understanding. And understanding creates goals. The third solution: accept the timeline. 11 Premier League matches is noise, not narrative. Transition takes months, sometimes seasons. And if Liverpool panic, if they push him out or minimize his role, they risk repeating a familiar Premier League tragedy. Giving up on brilliance before it matures. Because say what you want, but talent like Florian Wirtz doesn't disappear. It evolves, it adapts, and once it settles, it explodes. So here's where the story brings us. A broken start, but not a broken player. A struggling club, but not a hopeless one. A fan base searching for answers, while the season still holds 2/3 of its pages unwritten. And maybe, just maybe, this storm is the beginning of a transformation Liverpool needed. Pressure sharpens. Adversity teaches. Collapse forces reinvention. If Liverpool stabilize their midfield, improve their finishing, and restructure their attack around their €125 million creator, there's still time for Florian Wirtz to become exactly what they paid for: the missing piece. Before the noise, before the pressure, before the Premier League shadows tried to swallow his brilliance, the world knew Florian Wirtz as something else entirely. One of the most gifted young creators European football had seen in over a decade. His rise at Bayer Leverkusen was not gradual. It was explosive. Week after week, he delivered performances that blended artistry with precision, elegance with chaos, and maturity with the kind of raw instinct that can't be taught. He became the heartbeat of Xabi Alonso's masterpiece of a system, dictating tempo with the authority of a player twice his age. There were nights when he didn't just dominate, he controlled everything. His vision tore defensive lines open like they were thin sheets of paper. His dribbling felt like a painter creating patterns no one else could imagine. In tight pockets, he moved with a glide that left defenders grasping at air, and in transition, he carried the ball like a weapon. His 2023-24 season was a declaration. 18 goals, 20 assists, 38 goal contributions. But it was the following year that cemented him as Europe's finest young playmaker. In the 2024-25 campaign, he produced 31 goal contributions, but the numbers only tell a fraction of the story. Every Leverkusen attack passed through him. Every spark, every breakthrough, every shift in momentum. His open play chance creation ranked among the best in the league, his progressive carries were elite, and his pressing intensity fit perfectly into one of the most dynamic systems in Europe. And perhaps the most fascinating part of his game was the duality. He was an entertainer and a worker, a luxury creator with the engine of a box-to-box midfielder. When the moment demanded magic, he delivered it. When the moment demanded grit, he embraced it. Against Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Leipzig, it didn't matter. Wirtz rose to the level of every opponent, no matter how big the stage. The Bundesliga wasn't just where he played, it was where he ruled. Where defenders feared him, teammates trusted him, and analysts ran out of adjectives to describe him. Those performances weren't hype, they were evidence. Evidence that Florian Wirtz has already reached a level most players never touch. And so when people doubt him now, they forget the truth written across those years in Germany. He has already been great. He has already conquered a league. And greatness doesn't disappear. It waits for its next stage. They can doubt him now. They can turn his numbers into headlines, his struggles into memes, and his quiet performances into ammunition. But none of it changes the truth that Florian Wirtz is built for moments like this. Every great footballer, without exception, has faced the storm before the breakthrough, and Wirtz is no different. What people forget is that talent doesn't vanish. Confidence does. Rhythm does. Chemistry does. And those things return the moment a player rediscovers the space where he feels alive. For Wirtz, that moment is closer than anyone realizes. The touch is still velvet. The vision is still elite. The instincts that made him the most electrifying young creator in Europe aren't gone. They're simply waiting for the right spark. And when that spark arrives, everything will shift. His passes will begin to find runners. His dribbles will slip past defenders again. His hesitation will fade, replaced by the same fearless creativity that tore open Bundesliga defenses for fun. Because Wirtz isn't a player defined by one bad run of form, he's defined by a career of brilliance, a mentality forged through injury recoveries, tactical adaptations, and pressure far beyond his age. He's risen before. He will rise again. And when he does, the narrative will flip with the same speed critics turned on him. The fans who doubted will cheer the loudest. The rivals who mocked him will scramble for excuses. And the Premier League, so loud, so demanding, so ruthless, will finally witness the version of Florian Wirtz Liverpool believed they were signing. He is too gifted, too intelligent, and too relentless to stay down for long. This chapter is not his downfall. It's the setup for his resurgence. And when he rises, he won't just silence the noise. He'll rewrite it. But the question that now belongs to the audience is simple and powerful. Will Florian Wirtz rise from this early chaos and become the creative force Liverpool believed in? Or will this season be remembered as the warning sign they ignored? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.